Welcome back to qualifying. It is the Mercedes team event coming up. I hope you're excited for this one. Fingers crossed you've got the update that has come out with legendary drivers and milestones. If you haven't, you just have to be patient while Hutch do fix some load up issues. But Hamilton and George Russell, 10% boosted this week. If you haven't already, check out the track guide because we cover all the tracks in qualifying. That was released on Tuesday. So first of all, let's quickly show you what we are running. We have got Hamilton and Ocon as our two drivers, and the car itself is pretty standard as well. But let's get into it. Let's get into our race. Race number 1 coming from, well, you guessed it, Baku. So then, the weekly GP is underway. Baku up first, and with Hamilton in, let's see where he qualifies. Rain, but he's got 92 qualifying instead of our usual 91. So he's going to be on the front foot. He's not going to be on the front foot. Wow. Ocon, with the lower qualifying stat, starts further back. So that is very, very interesting indeed. We're going to go for a quick pit stop with both. One of the best boosts in the wet, Kawhi. Kawhi not. Add them to both. I know a lot of you love that saying. So here we go then, P7 and P9. Can we get 47? Wow, Ocon. Wow, average start. Obviously, there's a current bug out there at the moment to do with race start and boosts not taking effect. Well, guess what, guys? That is showing you that they don't, because Ocon has 99 race start. And look how bad that was. So we've got a lot to do now. That was such a bad start. And we're going to try and come through a little bit. We'll probably do 3 laps with one of the drivers. Do 4 with the other. Most likely Ocon we will push because he's not got as good tyre management in this race at the moment. And we're going to try and earn our way through. Hamilton, you can see, right on 7. Hopefully he comes back stronger though. And we're going to try and push Ocon through to take a bit of control in this race. Can he get past Lando Norris? Yes, he can. Good move, good move. So we're pushing Ocon all the time. We're going to have a quick pit stop as well. Hamilton, you can see, P8. Struggling a little bit, old Hamilton. Can Ocon get into P3? Yes, he can. Definitely going to have to pit early with Ocon because of tyres. So it will be this lap. And we're going to just keep pushing hard. These are all going to pit lap 4. Let's push Hamilton a little bit, see if we can get him through a few cars. Because this is one of the key places to overtake. Hamilton cannot at all overtake. He finally gets Leclerc. And we're still pushing that Esteban Ocon. Let's see if we can get past another one. I think we've got a bit of tyre management. We've got a good tyre power and life left. So we'll go into P6. So we're going to have to use copper or something next time round. Because it is not good. And now it's 4 laps for Ocon. Where does he come out? Gone for the undercut. Will it pay dividends? We need to get rid of this traffic early on to stand a chance. Will it be Carlos Sainz who we get past first? No. Nope. So not past Sainz. And hopefully we can. I mean, the pack are only coming around the first corner now. The last straight, sorry. And we'll be into the pit. So we've got it every chance. You can see Ocon. I think Ocon might take the lead here. And I think he will take the lead. And we've got to watch the tyres, but that's good. And we might overcome this because Hamilton is out in P4. And he's got a lot of pushing, a lot of power unit left. So what looked like was going to be a very difficult opening race, I think we might manage it. But Ocon has got to keep the lead. Or keep at least second to Hamilton. And we'll see if he can do that. Can Hamilton get past Max Verstappen and take some revenge for a brutal year? And he does. He's into P2. It's Ocon P1, Hamilton P2 with that Kawhi boost. We've got 2 laps to go. Can we stay ahead of Max Verstappen in that Red Bull? We can't push too much with Ocon. We can a little bit. But it's more Hamilton we've got to watch. He's our backup gunner to Ocon. We are playing the team game. And just to touch on that a little bit earlier, guys. So, you'll notice Ocon got an average start. That is because boosts are not applying correctly. So, boosts aren't applying correctly. And that is why you are seeing worse race starts than probably normal. Hutch are aware of that. And they are applying a hot fix. But that hot fix is still, at the time of this video, pending approval from Apple and Android. So we got to be patient and we got to try and get through and see if we can get some points. But at the minute, we might have to use a stronger, something like a herald maybe, on Ocon, so he gets a perfect start. But it doesn't matter. We're through. Ocon wins. Hamilton second. A perfect start to race number 1. And the rival comes over. Let me know down in the comments what milestone you're at as well. I'm interested if you have the update what milestone you have got. But that is race 1 over and done with. And that was a race where they had Russell. We had the slight advantage. We didn't on the drivers actually. But qualifying wise, car was in our favour. Race number 2 and Belgium with Spa. So let's see what damage we can do. Hopefully we can get some better race starts. We are going to use Street Shark on both this time. I feel like I really need the boost for Ocon. Now Hamilton starts P6. We're actually going to try and reverse something, and I'm going to use this in my strategy guides if it works. We're going to go on Hamilton Street Shark. We're going to do the same for Ocon. We're only going to use softs though. Reason being, I'm not going to go Kawaii because I feel like I need the race start because of this current bug. Let's see if Ocon gets a better race start than he did last race. And that is not really. You can see how much it's struggling. He does get a good drive down the inside though, and Ocon, outside of Norris, can't get the job done. It's P4 and P7. That's not a bad start. As we go down the straight with Hamilton in 4th, Ocon looking at the back of that scarlet red Ferrari of Charles Leclerc, and now it's in his mirrors because he is passed. Ocon looking at the back of Lando now, trying to get some early positions. Can Hamilton get Russell? Not quite. We're still going to push a little bit, and we are absolutely blocked. There's a roadblock out here at the minute, and we finally get into P3. So P3, P6 from the first lap. And we're going to push a little bit with Hamilton, and that is why, because we're going to get him into P2. At the back there, Ocon will be pitting this lap, and we're going to do it ahead of Norris by the look of it. We want a quick pit stop while the field spread out. So we're going to be pushing this lap. Let's see if we can just create a gap. We're looking at that P14 gap at the minute, and it might even be better than that. We're pushing with Ocon. We won't take the service in. We probably could, but I'm going to have a kind of like chill lap. Chill 2 laps with Ocon. And you can see he's going to come into the pits. We're hoping for a quick pit stop, boost the power unit for 2 laps, and then come back in. Hamilton goes round in the lead. We've got some good tyres. We're okay on that front. Where does Ocon come back out? Key. And it's P5. That's good. That is good for us. What about ahead of us? We've still got Hamilton on the mediums ahead. We're going to try and close that down. That is our big caveat right now. That is the guy we've got to catch. We could go hards, if I'm honest, but we are catching. So I do believe in our car setup that we are going to catch him. You can see Ocon not very far away now. Hamilton will come into the pits. Will Ocon hit the lead? I don't know. We're about to find out, aren't we? Verstappen cleared. Can Hamilton get ahead? Oh, no he can't. No, he cannot. And he's out in P4. Russell sandwiched then by the Mercedes. And it's got to be some early moves to try and get Lewis Hamilton. But he is on the hards. That bodes well. We should be able to get through, and we do, into P3. Ocon, we're going to push using all that power unit, trying to create the gap. Hamilton right behind Max Verstappen. He'll pit anyway. And now we're going to make a slightly longer pit stop with Esteban Ocon. So in he comes. Verstappen pits. Hamilton goes through. You can see there's the AI Hamilton going ahead. But once we slingshot out of the pits, we will just be behind. So, still got overtaking to do. We will just boost the power unit and surely Hamilton will be a sitting duck for Esteban Ocon. We're not even going to push him too much so far because he's already closing on that medium power. Can he take it into his own hands through here? No, he can't. But looking good for Ocon. No need to rush. Just hold your line. Take your time and it'll be rewarded because Esteban Ocon hits second place. He gets nicely past Lewis Hamilton. And it is a 1-2 as we hit the final lap. And we've just got to bring it home for the boys. Can we get it done? Hamilton chilling. Ocon chilling. Rival back there in P11 and P13. So we can actually just conserve on Hamilton. There's no point risking anything here. But we've got through another boost failure, basically. It's not the easiest of racing. But we are going to get through with that race start issues that's currently in the game. So Hamilton wins. Beautiful race for him. It's Ocon in P2. And we shall take that absolutely certain. Rivals just coming finishing now. Obviously, we show you the debrief screen now. So P9 for the rival. And also P12 on his own. So 47 points is in the bag for race number 2. Done and dusted against a good favourable team score. And you can see here, Sainz 7, Russell 6. And the car pretty all-rounded, 169s by 139s. Race 3 sees us visit Monza in Italy. It's one of the most difficult tracks on the F1 Clash calendar. I'm sure everyone sees this track and goes, oh no, not Monza. It's another good matchup for us. We're going to need it because it's going to be tough. P7 and P9. So we are going to go softs for Lewis Hamilton. We're going to have to go the Street Shark because of this issue. And actually, he's got good boost anyway, Hamilton, race start. We're going hards on Ocon. It's going to be Street Shark we're going to go for. And we're going to have to hope that we can try and muster up a perfect start and be very fast through the first couple of corners. It's going to be tough. I'm sure a lot of people will drop points here. And Ocon, yet again, only getting a good race start. If he keeps that outside line, he might get lucky into the first corner. And that is the luck that we spoke about. P4 and, well, P3 now and P5. But we're not settling for that. We're pushing. And Hamilton already hits the lead. Ocon swapping places with Russell, but he's into P4 or P5 even. Can he take Perez? No, he can't. Close little battle. Then at the front of this field, we try and keep hold. And there's Lewis Hamilton struggling. What's Lewis Hamilton tyre? Hards. We've got 2 set of hards ahead of us. Can we get a push by Russell? No, we can't. So it all hangs on the balance of seeing if we can get past these 2 hard tyres. We're going to keep pushing. They're really slow as well, these 2 ahead. There's a move on Hamilton. And we're now behind Perez. Can we get Perez? Big move if we can. We can't. So, we continue the battle. Hamilton goes through. And wow, we've just lost a position to Russell. I thought we were going to be okay there. Are we going to get him back? No. So what's this P2 doing? It is Max Verstappen on the softs. Let's make sure we pit Hamilton. We got to try and something in here. We can actually do 5 laps with Ocon. I don't think that's good if we do 5 laps. Well, we can't do 5 laps. Nowhere near. What am I on about? What am I on about, folks? Hamilton is in. Ocon round the last corner to start lap 4. As Norris goes ahead of us now. We can't keep him at bay. Sadly. Hamilton's out. We can get Norris back. We'll push away. This is a big move if we can get the job done here on Perez. We need Perez at this corner. Can we get him? Can we get him? Yes, we can. So this is a big move now. We need to push hard coming out of these corners. Oh, look how slow we are. We're going to keep pushing. We need every millisecond that we can get to try and come out ahead. You can see Norris is probably going to get ahead of us here because we're not using a Kawhi boost. 4 seconds. And yes, there he goes already. So, what's Norris gone on to? Hard tyres. We've got a chance. And you can see it's very slow coming out. But we're going to try and target him pretty quickly. See if we can get past. See if we can get past. Come on, push. Yes, P5. We're going to keep this push going. Hamilton goes through. Just conserve on the straight. Push round the final corner. Conserve on the straight. Couple of pit stops. We're into P3. Who is P2? Soft tyres, Max Verstappen, but we're miles behind. Can we get past Max Verstappen? I don't think we will. We're so far behind. How has that happened? We couldn't do any other strategy. So I think we're going to drop our first points as Max Verstappen is in. So yeah, I think it's going to be a dropper, I'm afraid. Down the straight we go. Max Verstappen already coming out. And this is going to be close. He's got onto the mediums. Don't think we've got a chance though. We're going to try and conserve on the softs. See if we can actually bring him to us. But I don't think we can. We are still pushing though. We are closing that gap. But it's just impossible track, Monza. We've got no power unit whatsoever. Them mediums out front, absolutely flying. As we go into the first corner. So pretty much impossible task. Max Verstappen doing medium tyre runs. And I don't think we are going to catch. We're trying though. We are really trying. We're trying to hold up Hamilton, but he's just flying out front. You can see we're right there now. Unless he breaks down, but that's not going to happen to Max Verstappen, the AI. So it is going to be 46 points. There's strictly nothing we could do about that. And as we go round, we will take P1 and P3 in Monza. We got a nice start, but I reckon Max Verstappen potentially went for medium. Wow, what did he do there? He must have gone 2 softs. I think he did go 2. Did he go softs or did he go mediums all the way through? Let's find out. P8 for Hamilton AI, or bot, and P16. Let's see. We did our best though. Remember, Ocon got a bad start as well. He only got a good. He didn't get a perfect when he should be getting it. So let's have a look. 46 points in the bag. 6 Norris, 6 Hamilton, 5 Hamilton, and the car 145, 149. So it was in our favour. Strategy. Verstappen did a 3-3-2 on the mediums. So, not bad. Race 4 then, and we're very familiar with this race because it was in the Brazil GP last weekend. We had it, 6 times over the whole GP? Unless you qualified more than once, that means you had it more times. But we've got, it's another decent matchup. I can't complain whatsoever. I think a lot of you will be glad I am not complaining. But Ocon, we've got to go Cupper. Hamilton will go Kawhi. Cupper for Ocon because he's not going to get a good race start. It is simply not working, the race starts. We will only get probably a good. He should get perfect. He's got over 99 and he only gets good again. So you can see race starts are completely broke for us at the moment. But it's a good move from Hamilton, and Ocon does still manage to make some ground. He's up to P7. We're going to keep pushing early on. See if we can get any more positions. Hamilton into second, Ocon into 6th. Hamilton behind Hamilton. See if he can get by. Not yet. So we'll just cut down. Ocon up the hill. Struggling with that race start originally on lap number 1. Can Hamilton get past Hamilton? No, he can't. We'll leave him boosting though. See if he can get through into this corner. He can. The new Alonso Perez battle corner, we'll call it. What about Ocon? We know we're going to have a few of these, about 3 of them. The leading 3 potentially going 6 laps. Not us though. So we're just going to try and push a little bit more. Create the gap. Can Ocon get past without even pushing? I don't need to get past right now. So we are just building power unit. We're doing 5-4 with both drivers. That's why we keep pushing Hamilton to create the gap out front. And at the minute, here comes Ocon, trying to go round the outside of Russell. He's definitely got a pace advantage, Ocon, over George Russell. But we can't get the job done. Maybe into corner 1, we will. Corner 1, we go into P4. Good move by Ocon. And it is P4. What about Verstappen as well? P3, flying now. Can we get Hamilton as well? Can we get... No, he goes backwards, Ocon. That's not what the doctor ordered. And now Hamilton will come in. What about Ocon? He'll be pitting this lap as well. So still a little bit of work. We're just going to earn that power unit back. Because hopefully these all go round one more time. Especially Verstappen. Verstappen should, and it's Hamilton. So Hamilton and Verstappen should both go round at least one more lap. Hamilton's in. Should be a quicker pit stop. There you go. Verstappen, they do go round. It should be Norris as well. Yep, Norris goes round. So with a good outlap here, we should be clear of the front 2. The front 2 will actually look after their tyres on the last lap. They can't push. The front 3. And we've got Hamilton 3rd, Ocon 5th. But you'll see Ocon will close that gap. And it's only 9.6 now. 9.3, 9. It's 3 tenths a second pretty much. And it's going all the way down to 8.4. And that is going to be the difference, because here goes Esteban Ocon. And doing that undercut on the leading 3 or 4 cars means that Esteban Ocon is up into P2. Hamilton leads, Ocon second. And a nice juicy gap as well. We can just earn that power unit on medium now. And we shouldn't have a problem with anyone chasing us down. We should have the job done. Lap number 8. But yeah, let me know how you've got on in this qualifying session, especially with race start being broken. But Hamilton and Ocon making light work of the opposition. It was just that very difficult track of Monza, which will catch a lot of people out. Monza is a horrible track, very difficult. But we approached the last lap, and we'll push with Hamilton now as well. Just for a bit of fun, we'll push with Ocon too. Absolutely no dangers around here. And it is going to be a 187 score by the look of it. Job done. The best we could with what we had available. So Hamilton going through. And Hamilton will win here in Brazil. He loves a victory round Brazil. Hamilton does, and he's won his 24 points for Hamilton. It is 23 points for Esteban Ocon. And we now await the rival to come through. Lewis Hamilton, P7 for the rival. And P12 for their Carlos Sainz. So let's have a look what that does to us for the table. It is a nice 47 against a decent matchup. We had 4 decent matchups there. I cannot complain whatsoever about that. So no moan free apart from the race start is what you could probably say. So that is 4 races done, and it's 187 points. 3 lots of 47, just the 1 drop in Monza. But I expect a lot of people to drop a point at Monza, or at least some of them will, certainly. But that is job done in qualifying, and we'll see you at the weekend for the opening round and the final round.